Good afternoon, Banks athletic fans. This afternoon, the Banks Braves get ready to host the Corbett Cardinals in their not only league opener, but their league opener at home as they get ready to take on the Corbett Cardinals, who enter today's contest with a record of 4-2. They've scored as many as 24 runs in a opening victory over Western Christian of West Salem, 24-4. But we're also shut out 15-0 to Sutherland at the Taft tournament. They've scored 24 runs twice, have only been shut out once. Banks is coming off of a 3-0 defeat to the 4A defending state champs, the Astoria Fishermen, earlier in the week. The first of 3 home games this week. Thursday, they'll be home as well as they host Warrenton for a doubleheader beginning at 3 o'clock. We'll do our best to get both games for you on Thursday's broadcast, but we will be coming straight from work at 2 o'clock and might miss a little bit of the opening of the first game on Thursday. And then we will not be broadcasting it, but Saturday we'll have a busy day as well, handling stadium announcing for the Rob Frank Track Invitational with 24 teams coming to Kelly Field at Banks High School beginning at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. Taking a look at the lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting Corbett Cardinals, number 24, Amani Christensen, will lead off and play at first base. Number 2, Ava Yunker, will be the starting pitcher in the center circle. Number 10, Claire Bruton, will be in left field. Cleanup hitter number 1, Annabelle Austinson, behind the plate. Number 11, Paige Denny in center field. Number 7, Addie Lavelle at third base. Number 20, Julie McDaniel at shortstop. Number 4, Zoe Cerruti in right field. And number 8, designated player Isla Yunker, playing at second base but not hitting, and also playing the flex position will be number 3, Lauren Hildebrand. For the Banks Braves, starting a lineup for them, number 14, Naomi Brown, second baseman, will lead off, followed by number 10, Brooklyn Evans, playing at shortstop. Power hitter number 77, Sydney Phillips, will hit third and play at third base. Number 9, batting fourth, catcher Chloe Long. Number 2, Brooklyn Robinson in center field. Addie Kennedy will be the designated player. Number 37, Sawyer Peters at first base. Number 6, Natalie Potter in left field. Number 4, Allie Lucia in right field. And the flex, also the starting pitcher this afternoon, number 12, Adeline Stewart, Mackenzie Turner, Maddie Turner, Embry Richardson, Lillian Potter, and Michaela Prevost are the non-starters for the Lady Braves. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back with more here from Banks High School in just a moment.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748. And we're back to Banks High School for today's Banks Brave softball league opener against the Corbett Cardinals. Also, home league opener Baseball coming off of an 8-3 victory, just their second win of the season after defeating Valley Catholic on the road yesterday. They'll be at Astoria tomorrow. Again, another successful season overall for Banks High School athletics, despite the rough start for baseball. Volleyball, a mild upset loss to Pleasant Hill in the opening round of the playoffs. Girls basketball, well, actually taking a step back to fall sports. Banks football finishes with just one loss on the season. That coming once again to Baker in the semifinals. Banks girls basketball, another deep run into the playoffs, finishing third at state as Amity, who entered the playoffs as the number 2 seed, wins their second straight championship, defeating Vale in the championship game. Banks boys basketball, who won league with just one loss to Neocani, arguably the worst league in 3A boys basketball, the Coastal Range League, entered the playoffs as the 17 seed despite winning the league title. Had to go on the road to Lakeview, close to 400 miles away, won on the road midweek, and then had to travel to Westside Christian, a team that defeated the Braves by 32 in their first game back from Christmas break. That game was at home at Banks. They go on the road and knock off the defending state champs, the Westside Christian Eagles, by 6 to advance to the quarterfinals and take home the 5th place trophy. Pretty remarkable effort to even get into the quarterfinals. They won their opening contest against St. Mary's of Medford, took Riverside deep late, despite being down 13 in the third quarter, and almost came back and won that game, and then just ran out of gas against Cascade Christian in the third place game. Coming up in just a minute, we'll have the starting lineups for public address and the sportsmanship script, as we are also handling public address duties. Plus today's national anthem performed by Banks High School student athlete Jaden Vantham. Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to Banks High School for today's league opener between the visiting Corbett Cardinals and the Banks Braves. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you that OSAA has a program in place designed to ensure an atmosphere of safety, tolerance, acceptance, and respect for all of us. We call it being a star, and it means not threatening or ridiculing anyone in attendance based on their race, gender, age, color, national origin, ethnicity, disability, violation of these rules will result in the appropriate penalty, including potential ejection from this and all future interscholastic events. Let's all make an effort to bring out the best in the students we're here to support and in ourselves. Let's also show respect and support for today's umpires because greatness is a list. Thank you. Now let's meet the lineup starters first for the visiting Corbett Cardinals, leading off number 24 at first base, Amani Christensen. Batting second starting pitcher at number 2, Ava Junker. Hitting third, number 10, playing left field, Claire Bruton. Batting cleanup number 1, behind the plate catcher, Annabelle Austin. Batting fifth, in center field, number 11, Paige Denny. Hitting sixth, playing at third base, number 7, Addie Lovell. Batting seventh, number 20, Julie McDaniel at shortstop. Hitting eighth, playing in right field, number 4, Zoe Cerruti. And batting ninth, number 8, designated player Isla Junker. Playing at third base and the flex position not starting at number 3, Lauren Hildebrand. Now for today's home team, the Banks Lady Braves, leading off number 14 at second base, Naomi Brown. At shortstop, hitting second, number 10, Brooklyn Evans. Hitting third at third base, number 77, Sydney Phillips. Batting cleanup behind the plate, number 9, Chloe Long. Hitting in fifth, playing in center field, Brooklyn Robinson. Designated player this afternoon, number 1, Addie Kennedy. Hitting seventh, first baseman, number 37, Sawyer Peters. Batting eighth, number 6, in left field, Natalie Potter. In the ninth position, in right field, Allie Alusha. Starting pitcher this afternoon, also the flex position, number 12, Adeline Stewart. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand and remove your hats and turn your attention towards the American flag at straightaway center field for today's national anthem. And we're just about set for the first pitch between the visiting Corbett Cardinals and today's home team, the Banks Braves, in the district opener for Banks softball. Warrenton already with a 2-game lead over the rest of the league after an opening league doubleheader sweep of, I believe, Portland Adventist. Leading off for Corbett, number 24, first baseman Amani Christensen. First pitch is a called strike, 0-1. Swung on and fouled off the third base side. Out of play, 0-2. Adeline Stewart's 0-2 pitch misses low in the dirt. Well ahead, and the count's still 1-2. One-two pitch, low and away, and now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch, swung on a pitch up in the strike zone, and she goes with it and drives it to shallow center for a leadoff single. Now batting for Corbett, number 2, starting pitcher Ava Junker. Corbett black uniforms, red pinstripes, red pants, white Corbett lettering across the chest with red trim, white numerals on the back with red trim. Goes bunt, goes foul, high into the top of the back screen, 0-1. Banks in their home navy blue uniforms, Braves and block font lettering across the chest, Vegas gold trim, white numerals with Vegas gold trim front and back. Pitch is swung on and missed, 0-2. Now they got the runner caught in a rundown between first and second. And somehow she slid just under the tag, so Corbett avoids disaster and narrowly gets out of a double play. 0-2 count, though, with 1 out. No outs. The 0-2 from Stewart. Throw down to first, not in time. Just outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 swung on and missed, and there is the first out of the contest on a strikeout to Ava Junker. Batting number 10, left fielder Claire Bruton. Runner at first after a leadoff single from Amani Christensen. First pitch taken for strike one. Batting for Corbett, number 10, Claire Bruton, left fielder. Oh, 1 pitch. Placed foul off the first base side. Out of play 0-2, and Adeline Stewart doing a masterful job to open the contest, getting well ahead in the count to all three Corbett hitters so far. Again ahead 0-2, pitch down and in, gets the hitter to swing at it. It will move the runner at first in scoring position at second base with 2 outs. Cleanup hitter number 1, shortstop Annabelle Austinson. Up foul, reaches for 1 off the plate 0-1. Correction, Austinson is the starting catcher for Corbett. One pitch. Breaking ball started way up high. She chased it. 0-2. Low and away, and again they got a runner caught between second and third, but Naomi Brown playing well out in front of the base. Get back in time. Leave 1-2 count. No score just underway. The opener for Banks and Corbett at Banks High School. Grounded to second, easy play for Naomi Brown. The toss to first is in time, 4-3 to end the top of the first. Corbett does get a leadoff single and is able to advance the runner into scoring position at second on a sacrifice grounder to first, but kept off the scoreboard where it matters most. After half an inning, Corbett nothing, and the Braves coming up.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street Pizza.
For more than 45 years, Housemaster has been offering residential and commercial inspection services with more than 200 locations across the U.S. and Canada. We've helped more than 3.5 million buyers and sellers make important real estate decisions. Housemaster of Southwest Portland helps local residents make the right choice when purchasing a residential or commercial property. Call Housemaster of Southwest Portland, 971-245-2500, or visit their website, housemaster.com/southwest-Portland.
Now we're back bottom of the first inning, leading off for the Braves, number 14, second baseman Naomi Brown. Leading off for the Braves, number 14, second baseman Naomi Brown. First pitch to Miss Brown is maybe a little bit low and inside. I think it missed actually for ball one. Close pitch. 1-0 from the right-handed hurler is in there for a strike taken. Count is even at 1-1. Off speed. Comes up empty on a swing and a miss, 1-2. And pitch is going to be over the pitcher's head, grounded to second in time for out number one. Hitting second, number 10, shortstop Brooklyn Evans. Pitch catches the right front corner of the plate outside edge, 0-1. Grounded right back up the middle for the first base hit of the game. Single to center field for Brooklyn Evans. One out and a runner aboard in the bottom of the first. Batting number 77, third baseman Sidney Phillips. Is lobbed to the plate, throw back to first. First baseman well in front of the bag, would not have been back in time with the tag, too far to reach. Pitch missed high, 1-0. Again, missing high and also outside, 2 balls and no strikes. To Sid is pop foul halfway up the first base side, out of play 2-1. Pitch from Ava Yunker is going to be over the shortstop. Had the second hit of the inning for the Braves. Throw to third is not going to be in time, and on the throw to third, Sidney Phillips will head down to second base with a one-out double, and now 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. Number 9, cleanup hitter, catcher Chloe Long. Is in the dirt low for ball 1. Well inside, and that may score the first run of the game. The throw to the plate is late on a wild pitch pass ball inside, and Banks with a 1-0 lead. 2-0 is the count. One out, still a runner in scoring position at third. Ava Younker's wind up and in for ball 3. Chloe Long has some pop. We'll see if she takes on a hitter's count. 3-0 is low and away. Probably should have been ball 4, but it is ruled the first strike of the bat, 3-1. Swung on, and that's going to bounce in front of the right fielder for the third hit of the inning, the second run of the bottom of the first, and the Braves are up 2-0. I think we're going to get a pinch runner at first base. Or designated runner, I should say. It looks like number 21, Michaela Prevost. Designated runner at first base for Chloe Long is number 21, Michaela Prevost. Batting for the Braves, number 2, center fielder Brooklyn Robinson. Runner at first after 2 runs have scored in the inning, and that's going to hit her in the left shoulder. And again, a runner in scoring position at 1 out. That's Prevost. Moves over to second on the hit batter. Number 1, designated player Addie Kennedy. First pitch, a little bit low, ball 1. Pitch from Yunker is over the second baseman's head. And they're going to send Prevost to the plate. No throw. It's 3-0 on the fourth hit of the game. Still only 1 out in the bottom of the first. Number 37 for the Braves, first baseman Sawyer Peters. Runners at the corners. Already 3 runs in on 4 hits. More opportunity to add to the damage with a ball to the outfield or even a sacrifice. Bunt shown, pitches well up out of the strike zone. They're going to give Addie Kennedy second base. The 1-0 again shows bunt, pitches low and inside, 2-0. Corbett, a case of Jekyll and Hyde. They've scored as many as 24 runs and allowed as many as 15, but already here early in the home half of the first, giving up 3 runs on 4 base hits. Count is 2-1 after Peters rounds that one foul. Driven back to the pitcher, throw to first. Play to the plate is not in time. So another run will score on the sacrifice grounder to first. 4-0 with 2 outs. Batting eighth, number 6 left fielder Natalie Potter. And that's going to score another run on a grounder to left. And she's going to reach second on a throwing error from left field, and it's 5-0. Number 4, bottom of the order, right fielder Ali Lucia. Swung on, and that's going to drop into shallow center, and they're going to send her to the plate from second. Another run's going to score. 6-0 in the bottom of the first. Last hitter, number 4, Ali Lucia, right fielder, with a single to center field. Back to the top of the order. Number 14, second baseman Naomi Brown. Okay, thank you. Oh. And that's going to graze Naomi Brown. She'll head to first after getting hit by the pitch. Correction runner at second, Eiley Lucia. Second at bat of the inning for Brooklyn Evans. Pitches down and in, throw back to first. Gets away, and that's going to score another run on the second error of the inning for Corbett, and it's the 7th run of the inning, and it's 7-0. And not sure what happened there, but Naomi Brown getting caught up by number 20, Julie McDaniel for Corbett. Pitch is lobbed to the plate high, ball 1. Well inside, down and in, and actually hit her in the foot. And time has been called, and that may be it for Ava Junker with runners at the corners. And already 7 runs scoring here in the bottom of the first bank. Things here until we know for sure if Corbett is going to make a change in the circle. Seven runs on 6 base hits, 2 errors from Corbett. Handful of hit batters for Ava Junker. Rough start. She does appear that she will be staying in for the time being with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And Sydney Phillips batting for the second time. Probably the Braves' best power hitter. Pitch from Junker, jammed and pops it straight back out of play, 0-1. That was a home run swing, but Junker just able to take enough off of it as contact was applied, and that's going to get past the catcher. Another run scores, 8-0. 15-run rule applies for Oregon High School softball after 3 innings, 10-run rule after 5 innings. Still a runner at third for Sydney Phillips. High. 1-1 the count. Correction. 1-1 the count. Swung on and ripped foul down the third base line. A lot of power on that swing on a rope, but pulls it foul left of third. Now it's 1-2. Ava Junker trying to end a disastrous inning for the Cardinals. Lobs it to the plate. They're not going to send the runner, though, this time. 2-2. Correction, 3-1 the count. Pitch just gets a piece of it. Straight back. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, 8 runs in the bottom of the first, and still a runner at third. Three-two, swung on and popped Sky high, and it's going to drop. And another run will score 9-0 for the Braves. Again, Chloe Long. The 9-run lead and a runner at first. Has already drove in a run earlier this inning. Pitch is low and in, skip to the plate, ball one. 1-0 is foul. Need to straighten that one out just a bit. Almost same spot that Sydney crushed her foul, her second pitch foul. Second foul ball, I should say. 1-1. One time called. And Chloe Long is going to be ruled out as stepped out of the box. And umpire called time, stepped out, and then he ruled out number three, after he had already signaled timeout. So either way, not going to argue that too much. 9 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Go to the bottom of the second, it's all Banks with a 9-run lead. Transaction Transmission in the heart of Banks specializes in transmission repair, but they service all types of vehicle repairs and makes and models. 5-star reviews and quality workmanship you can trust. Owner Joey Tardio doesn't just repair vehicles, he eats, sleeps, and breathes all things auto-related as an auto racer March through October. Transaction Transmission in the heart of Banks specializes in transmission repair, but they service all types of vehicle repairs and makes and models. 5-star reviews and quality workmanship you can trust. Owner Joey Tardio doesn't just repair vehicles, he eats, sleeps, and breathes all things auto-related as an auto racer March through October. Trust your vehicle to Transaction Transmission at the end of Sunset Avenue in the heart of Banks. Call 503-359-9. Leading off the top of the second for Corbett. Still waiting for her to turn around so we can get her number. Pitch is outside, ball one. Leading off the top of the second for Corbett, number 11, center fielder Paige Denny. Is outside, 2-0. One on chop to first. Easy, unassisted 3 to the bag from Sawyer Peters for out number 1. Number 7, third baseman Addie Lavelle. First pitch up and away, ball 1. Adeline Stewart has only given up 1 hit so far. That was a leadoff single to Amani Christensen. Late called strike, pitch dropped down and in, 1-1. One pitch, swung on, and nasty breaking ball at the knees, 1-2. Swung on and ripped foul off the third base side. Still 1-2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the second for Corbett. Time call as Chloe Long will go out and meet with Adeline Stewart. 1 out in the top of the second, a 9-0 lead. Base is empty after a 1 out, or after a leadoff grounder to first. One ball, 2 strikes as we resume play. Lavelle goes with a foul on a pitch outside off the plate. Out of play off the first base side. Still 1-2. The 1-2 from Stewart. Good eye, close pitch, maybe a little bit low. Not missed by a whole lot. 2-2 the count. Chop foul off the plate. Pitch inside. Count remains even at 2-2 strikes. And that's going to hit her as she tried to leap out of the way of the pitch, but it almost went behind her, and she's going to be the second base runner of the game for Corbett with 1 out in the top of the second. Number 20, shortstop Julie McDaniel. Shows bunt, takes strike 1. The 1 pitch. Slow on the attempt and comes up empty 0-2. The 0-2 from Stewart misses outside. Throw back to first. Pitch calls on her left arm and delivers a nasty breaking ball in the dirt, swung on and just got a piece of it, but it's tagged for out number 2. And the 8th hitter for Corbett at the plate, number 4, right fielder Zoe Cerruti. Pitch is swung on and missed, 0-1. Batting 8th for the Cardinals, number 4, right fielder Zoe Cerruti. The 1 from Stewart, check swing. Did not go, not even a check with the infield umpire, 1-1. Now a late check says no. That was all Chloe Long on the communication with the umpire on the check swing. 1-1. High strike, 1-2, and now, after giving up just her second base runner of the game, Adeline Stewart 1 pitch away from getting out of the top of the second. Has still only allowed 1 hit so far. The runner at first was a hit batter. Pitch, strike 3 called, taken on a pitch at the knees. We go to the bottom of the second. Corbett still kept off the board. After an inning and a half, it's still Banks 9, Corbett nothing.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsborough. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, any time is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483. Leading off the bottom of the second for the Braves, Chloe Long. Leading off for the Braves in the bottom of the second, number 9, catcher Chloe Long. First pitch pulls it foul on a pitch most likely inside, 0-1. Nasty, slow drop pitch. Starts way up high. Drops well down below her knees. Ruled strike 2. And that one's taken foul into the left field corner. Deep onto the JV field. Still 0-2. Chloe Long definitely catching a lot of attention with those bright pink, hot pink hitting gloves. Go to lob to the plate, and again, just does stay in the yard, but is ripped foul into the left corner. And again, foul. Off the third base side, Corbett's the uniform combination. We told you that the lettering across the front said Corbett. It actually reads their mascot across the chest in kind of cursive font, Cardinals. Still 0-2 to Chloe Long. Good battle with Ava Junker, who got to be getting tired and probably close to the pitch count after giving up 9 runs last inning. Takes that pitch outside, 1-2. And again, foul off third base side. And Chloe Long swinging at anything close. Not allowing Ava Junker to get anything past her to lead off the bottom of the second. That's going to drop well in front of the plate. Come inside. 1, 2, and 2. Chloe Long's got to be close to facing her 10th pitch of the at bat. Swung on, and looks like Ava Junker's going to win. Oh, it's going to drop. Well, maybe lost in the sun. Another error for Corbett. Drops into shallow right center field for another base runner for Banks on what should have been the first out of the inning. Again, Michaela Prevost will come in to run for Chloe Long. Again, running for Chloe Long at first base, Michaela Prevost batting for the Braves, number 2. Brooklyn Robinson, center fielder. Inside, she swung at it and fouled it off her helmet, 0-1. Well low, and the runner at second. Throw is late. Probably should have just held on to it because the throw's going to get into center field. Throw to third is not in time. And the Braves with the 10th, possible 10th run of the game at third base and nobody out in the bottom of the second. And again, pitch started off way inside, and she swings way early on the pitch and foul off of third, 0-2, or 1-2. And that's over the shortstop's head. That will score the 10th run of the game. And it's going to be a double for Brooklyn Robinson, and it's 10-0 Banks. Number 1 designated player, Addie Kennedy. Well inside, ball 1. Down around the ankles. One 0 pitch. Well inside, 2-0. Strike taken. First pitch across the plate for this at bat, 2-1. Two-one pitch, lob to the plate, 3-1, and still Addie Kennedy has not swung the bat this appearance at the plate. 3-1 pitch, swung on, and that's chopped past the shortstop. And the runners are going to stay put at the corners. Dangerous play as at third base for the Braves, Brooklyn Robinson almost interfered with the shortstop on that ground ball. Still nobody out. For Natalie Potter. Down and in, and they're not going to send the runner. First baseman number 37, Sawyer Peters. Pitch, check swing, grounded to first. Nearly lost it. She does find it in time to make the tag at first, but the runner at third will score on the sacrifice. It's 11-0. Number 6, Natalie Potter. Runner at second, pitch is high, ball 1. Again, lost that one high. Probably held on to it a little bit long, 2-0. And again, high and also outside that time. 3-0 the count and a runner at third. It's lifted to center field, and it's going to drop. Another run will score. 12-0, 1 out in the bottom of the second, and advancing to second on the throw to the plate. Batting number 4, right fielder Ailey Lucia. Down and in, ball 1. Batting number 4, right fielder Ailey Lucia. And again, lob to the plate. 2-0, and Ava Junker, I think it's just gets a piece of it, 2-1. Correction, Ailey Lucia, the runner at second. Jams her and she pulls it foul on a pitch inside, 2-2. Pitch, grounded back up the middle. Another run will score. Actually, they're going to hold her up at third. Runners at the corner, still 1 out for Naomi Brown, her third at bat. Back to the top of the order for second baseman, number 14, Naomi Brown. Pitch well inside. Nice job to trap it, but runner at first will down to second, Ailey Lucia. And that's going to hit her in her front leg, side of her left leg, and runners bases loaded, 1 out, and that might do it for Ava Junker. New pitcher for the Cardinals, number 7, starting third baseman Addie Lovell. Pitching change for Corbett. We'll take a 30-second break and be back in just a moment.
O'Leary Air is proudly offering Dakin Comfort Pro HVAC products. They've been serving the West Side and Greater Portland Metro since 2015. They pride themselves in getting the job done right, backed by a legacy of integrity, respect, and honesty. O'Leary Air offers competitive pricing on all their work. Give them a call today at 503-989-5251. That's 503-989-5251. Online at o'learyair.com. CCV number 239855.
And we're back after the pitching change for Corbett. Ava Junker lasts just an inning and a third, gives up 12 runs. Didn't get a lot of help from defense, though. A lot of dropped top flies for the Cardinals. Also, quite a few hit batters for Ava Junker as well. First batter to face Lovell for the Braves, number 10, shortstop Brooklyn Evans. Bases are juiced for Brooklyn. The offensive leaders of this team pitches high, ball one. Again, started high, tried to drop it as it came across the plate, but still up in the strike zone, 2-0. A pitch, lost the handle, threw it behind her. And Brooklyn well ahead in the count, 3-0. With the bases loaded and one more miss, makes the score 13-0. 3 runs away from an official 3-inning victory. And that's going to go off the game changer camera. That will walk in a run. It's now 13-0. Batting for Banks, Sydney Phillips. Time called. Yeah, I think Naomi Brown's going to be ruled out. She started to leave after the pitcher called time. Now that's the third out of the inning after Sydney Phillips takes strike 3. So a strange ending to the second inning. With the bases loaded, they do get another run, but only the one after Naomi Brown takes off second base as the pitcher in the circle had called time. That was the second out, and then the next pitch was a called third strike to Sydney Phillips for the third out of the inning. We go to the top of the third. Still Braves dominating Corbett, 13-0. Back.
I'm Carrie the Termite. My bug friends and I are scared for our lives because bugging out pest solutions can kill us in our tracks. Locally owned and operated with more than a decade of experience, they also offer wildlife and rodent control as well. If you want to help to send me to that great big delicious 2x4 in the sky, contact Bugging Out Pest Solutions 971-500-4111, email services at buggingoutpest.com or visit buggingoutpest.com.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side News from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. So 4 runs for Banks in the bottom of the second. Now 13-0 top of the third. Pitches well outside, ball 1. Bottom of the order, number 8, Isla Junker. 1-0 is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Batting number 8 for Corbett, Isla Junker, designated player. Waves at a pitch. Comes up empty, 2-1. One count, swung on and missed. Almost the same spot, 2-2. Thanks, just 2 runs away from a 3-inning, 15-run victory. Gets a piece of it. Still 2-2. Nine in the first, 4 in the second for Banks. Top of the third, 13-0 lead. Pitch well outside. Full 3-2. On a 1-hit shutout, Stewart is outside for ball 4. Has had 1 base runner per inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 hit batter. Back to the top of the order for Corbett, number 24. The only hit of the game for the Cardinals, first baseman Amani Christensen. Slides across the back side of the plate, 0-1. Low grounder to second. Naomi the underhand toss. First for out number 1. Number 2, starting pitcher Ava Junker. Just the second time Corbett has had a runner in scoring position. Late called strike, 0-1. Joe's bunt is chopped high off the plate, 0-2. Chopped off the plate, throw to first from third. From Sidney Phillips is in time for out number 2. Runner stays put at second. 2 down for Corbett in the top of the third. Number 10, left fielder Claire Bruton. Just the 12th hitter of the game for Corbett. Banks had 12 or 13 batters come to the plate when they scored 9 in the bottom of the first. Pitches taken foul out of play off of first. Here one, late swing on a pitch, most likely outside, 0-2. Good pitch. Just missed, I believe, outside, 1-2. And comes up empty on a drop pitch for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the third. Braves about to put this one away with 2 more runs as they come to the plate. We go to the bottom of the third. Banks up 13-0.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And all Banks 9 in the first, 4 in the second, and 2 more runs will close it out here in the bottom of the third with a 15-run 3-inning rule. And Sydney Phillips at the plate. Thought she struck out to end the second inning, but back to lead off the third. Well inside, breaking ball misses up and in, ball 1. Swung on, and that's over the third baseman's head, over the top of the bag. That's going to get over into the corner, into center depth left field for a leadoff base runner in the bottom of the third, Sydney Phillips. First at bat for number 5, Maddie Turner. First pitch is lobbed to the plate, ball 1. First at bat for the Braves for number 5, Maddie Turner. And again, misses up and away and gets away all the way to the backstop. And Phillips will easily take second, 2-0. Over her head, 3-0. And this is high, ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Maddie Turner, and now the potential game-ending run. Game-ending hitter comes to the plate. Michaela Prevost, her first at bat after coming in twice to pinch run. First at bat for number 21, Michaela Prevost. Up and away, ball one. Over her head, barely made it to the plate, 2-0. Well inside, ball three, and now both runners will advance into scoring position, and a base hit ends the game. 7 straight misses for Addie Lovell, or Lovell. Not sure which way it's pronounced. We did not get an explanation from the Corbett coaching staff. Pitch is high for ball four. Now the bases are loaded. Number 12, Adeline Stewart. I believe her first at bat. Inside ball one. Also the first at bat for starting pitcher number 12, Adeline Stewart. Down and in, ball two. Addie Lavelle cannot find the plate, has walked the last two hitters on 4 pitches, and this is driven to right field, and it's going to drop. Sydney Phillips will score. They're going to hold the runner at third, so the game will continue for the time being. Still nobody out in the bottom of the third, 14-0. First at bat for number 32, Embery Richardson. Correction, hitter is Emberly Richardson. Swung on, takes a funny hop, throw to first, and that will end the game. The run scores, it should be game over, 15-run lead in the bottom of the third. I think they're going to let the coaches decide whether or not they want to keep playing. No indication yet from the umpires, so they might just try to finish out the inning. 1 out on the grounder to third and the throw to first. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Lillian Potter, her first at bat. Outside, 1-1. First at bat for number 16, Lillian Potter. High, 2-1. First base is open. Swung on and missed, 2-2. Down and gets it, but too much underneath it, lifts it out of play, foul. Just up the third base side behind home plate. Hannah's still even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, 15-0 Banks. Bottom of the third inning with 1 out. Low and away, ball 3. Full count to Lillian Potter, her first at bat. Hot early April evening. Pitch is well outside, and she's going to be aboard on the walk. Now the bases are loaded once again. We've had some amazing weather this week. Temperatures close to 80 on Sunday and Monday, almost summer-like. First at bat for number 44, Mackenzie Turner. Gets a piece of it in the dirt, straight back 0-1. Batting for the first time for Banks, number 44, Mackenzie Turner. Lob to the plate. Runners are not going to try to advance. They don't want to pour it on. 1-1 the count. Is lifted straight back, 1-2. And now every player for Banks has had at least one plate appearance. Well inside, it's going to bounce off the batter's box. 2-2. Bounces well in front of the batter's box. Left side. Count is full, 3-2. It just swung on, grounded through the gap. That will score Prevost, and it's 16-0, still one out. Number 14, Naomi Brown. This is way up high. Lob to home plate, 1-0. Loses the grip on it. It rolls behind Miss Brown, 2-0. Again high, 3 balls and no strikes. That's going to roll to the plate, ball 4. They're not going to add any runs off on the board. Runner at second, Lillian Potter, will come out. Apparently 3-0 the count. Not sure what happened on that last pitch. Again, it misses, ball 4. Not sure if that was a courtesy out at second or what the situation was with number 16, Lillian Potter. Brooklyn Evans batting. The line back up the middle. Runner at third will score, 17-0. Batting Sydney Phillips. 9 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the third. Well outside, they're going to rule Naomi Brown out I believe, for the second time, as again they say she left second base early for. Now they are going to call the game. I think Sydney Phillips may have swung early, and Naomi Brown left second early. So Braves dominate Corbett tonight. That's the main headline. 17-0, 9 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the third. But definitely a strange contest with some unorthodox outs on runners leaving base early during timeouts, hitters swinging early on a timeout called, and that it's going to end that way on a double hitter error double play. Naomi Brown leaving second early, Sydney Phillips swinging early, and Banks, though, getting the victory 17-0 in their district opener over Corbett. Doubleheader on Thursday starting at 3 o'clock. We'll try to bring you as much of both of those games as we can. Might not get all of the first game with leaving work at 2 o'clock, but we'll try to bring you as much of that broadcast as possible. Final score, Banks 17, Corbett 0 in 3 innings. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. Good night and God bless. We'll talk to you on Thursday.